God. Fuck video editing. Ass. Of course I make it up there, for Christ's sake. Dear Lord. I don't... Yeah, this does take a little bit of practice with your jumping, because you gotta be really precise. Do not go for the vial. I think I learned by now not to go for the fucking vial. I did the stupid thing and forgot to save state until there. And I'm gonna kill this bug because it's being a douchebag, and it said things about my family. And it killed my father and raped my mother. Wait, no, that was the bat. What the fuck am I smoking? And I just continue to piss off here. Shit. You know, I could just use the fucking vials to recover my health, but I like to save those for, like, later on. And I'm a fucking idiot. And those plants spawn enemies. So, yeah, take them out fast as you can. And see, this is troubling, because I have to jump off that platform. And I'd either have to do... What the fuck? And these things take 2 hits, and you gotta be... Trust me, this section is such a bitch. I fucking hate it. Just mainly for the fact that these spikes in those plants just are in the wrong places every fucking second. Like right here, it can drop one of those eye jack-offs, like right on top of you if you're not fucking careful. Like right there. So, I go, like, I think this entire fucking, like half this fucking video is me trying to, like, kill that motherfucker. Which is very fucking difficult because, you know, I just could have used the vial. I just could have used the vial. I said, no. I'm saving them. Yeah. I'm thinking of re-recording this, like, entire fucking video. Like, I'm thinking of re-recording the entire fucking thing. Actually, I have to redo the entire fucking thing. Okay, so your job here is to dodge that. It ain't easy, because that thing spawns, and as you can see, Game Boy... That's in the original Game Boy cartridge. I remember my cousin doing that level. And, what the fuck? Come on there. Save state. There we go. And of course I fall off. And trust me, getting up on this one, supreme pain in the ass. Fuck, I remember having so much trouble with this part because of that spike right there. Not only do I have to kill the plant without getting hit by its little hell spawn right there, I have to fucking... bullshit. But that, on hindsight, that enemy does remind me of this one Castlevania enemy that shows up in Castlevania Area of Sorrow, which was also a Game Boy, I think was probably the first Game Boy Advance Castlevania game, or that was probably Circle of the Moon. I think Circle of the Moon was probably the first Castlevania game. So, I mean, his first Castlevania Game Boy Advance game. But I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Nathan Graves, just mainly for the fact that he only shows up like once in the entire series. Fucking shows up once, doesn't ever show up in a game again. Like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Nathan Graves. I mean, people might consider him underrated, but I consider Soma Cruz underrated than Nathan Graves. Like, what's so special about Nathan Graves? He has silver hair and wears green and yellow and orange clothing, if I remember his image. But I did like the enemy in Circle of the Moon. I do gotta admit, the enemy in Circle of the Moon was pretty cool. It was a different vampire. It was a different main villain. That's the reason why I kind of like the spin-off, the other titles that don't have some of the Belmonts in them. Like, because sometimes they have different villains other than Dracula, which is pretty good. Portrait of Ruin, I think, Portrait of Ruin has a main villain, but the final boss but Dracula is still in the game. And I think I just accidentally save stated when I got hit, so I had to. But yeah, for the most part, Dracula generally is the main villain of the game, but sometimes you have different stuff, like you have Nathan. I don't remember the name of the boss in Nathan Graves 9-8 and Nathan and Circle of the Moon. It's like the final boss. Like Portrait of Ruin's final boss was not. Oh god, yeah, I hit the spikes. Portrait of Ruin's final boss was Dracula in Death. That is probably one of the hardest fights you will ever have to play. Ever in existence. You're gonna have to be so fucking careful, so fucking on your toes. And Order of Ecclesia had pretty much kind of a Dracula boss. It really wasn't. I don't think it was supposed to be Dracula. It would have been so much better if it was just what's his face on his own and not him. But Castlevania Area of Sorrow sequel, Dawn of Sorrow, had a really. I like the enemies in Dawn of Sorrow. They're pretty cool. And the final boss is a bit meh. It's really nothing special. If I remember correctly, it's pretty fucking easy too. I still gotta get like I still have to get Laymat of Innocence, and what the fuck's that other one called? Let me open good old Wikipedia here. What is that the other PS2 game? I think it's called Curse of Darkness, if I remember correctly. Or that might be the N64 game. Wikipedia. Yes, I'm browsing Google and Wikipedia as I'm doing narration. It's because, honestly, I have nothing to say about the game right now. Harmony of Dissonance. Oh no, that's another Castlevania, what's it called? Game Boy Advance game. Legacy of Darkness. That's one of the N64 games. Oh yeah, I was right. Laymat of Innocence and Curse of Darkness are the two PS2 Castlevania games. I am actually thinking of maybe getting Curse of Darkness. Laymat of Innocence and Curse of Darkness aren't really that. They're not my favorites. My favorite like console Castlevania game, hands down, is probably Symphony of the Night. That's probably my favorite like console Castlevania game. Oh shit, I'm at the boss. Shit. Oh yeah, this boss. It's fucking annoying. I think it takes me 2 videos too. Oh no. The rest of this video is me killing the boss, and then the second video is I think the rest of the boss, and then heading back to the Gremlin King. Yeah. Yeah, but Symphony and I definitely my favorite console one. My favorite handheld one, I'm not sure. Maybe I like Dawn of Sorrow a lot. Either Dawn of Sorrow or Order of Ecclesia. Definitely, Order of Ecclesia is a good one. So is Dawn of Sorrow. Portrait of Ruin, I like. It's just not my particular favorite, mainly for the fact that the final boss is such a whore. It's just God. And my favorite retro one is Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, just because of the three characters you can have with you, the characters you can have at your side at all times. Like, and every time if you beat the final boss with a certain character, you get a different ending. And excuse me, sorry, I don't even think you can hear that belch. But yeah, that's probably my favorite. Yeah, if it isn't obvious what you're supposed to do, you just have to shoot out all these eyeballs. It's pretty bitchy at times. If the spikes weren't on that middle platform, it would be so much easier. But since I have to freaking stand on this bullshit pedestal, it's a whole lot harder. I recommend taking out the right side first, the top right eyeball first, and then going for the top left. Because getting to the top left one is going to be a bitch because it's higher up. It's higher up, and that means its shots are going to be a whole lot harder to dodge. And trust me, trying to dodge its shots plus the other eye shots at the same time is going to be such a bitch. It's unbelievable. But it's not really much, like, only when it gets to the really, like, the lower area of the place, it's going to start becoming a major whore. Because the lower two eyeballs are so fucking difficult to kill. It's ridiculous. I recommend definitely just spamming the crap out of I recommend only using about like 2 or so vials. I'm not using